is that it's an invitation to be open to diversity. Just as there are diversity of gifts with which we come to build up this church. If we all had the same gift, then there will not be any enrichment in building up the church. But from the diversity of the gifts that the Holy Spirit bestows on us, from our diversity, we come to promote and to build up this church as Paul invites us to do. And it's the same in Rome. So Pope Francis, coming from the Latin American world, he led the bishops of Latin America as their secretary when they met in Aparecida in a meeting and a conference. And as a secretary, he celebrated with the Latin American bishops the challenges of Latin America in his day. And that was the challenges of the Amazon forest. And what was happening to the Amazon forest was the challenges of the shift of the economy of Argentina to be a heavily indebted economy, and so very many other experiences in Latin America. With that experience now, he's elected Pope, and he comes to the papacy with this type of experience. So Pope Francis then is a Pope who's very, very, very conscious and very sensitive to issues of the environment. And so, as you know, having been elected, the first public celebration he had in St. Peter's was the feast of St. Joseph, as the guardian or the custodian or the caretaker of the sacred of the family, of the Holy Family. And on that occasion, the Pope reflected on the role of Joseph as the caretaker of the family, of the Holy Family, Jesus and Mary. The Pope said, we all invited to exercise the same care. Care not for the sacred family as Joseph did, but care for some other situations that we do have in our world, particularly the environment, which has been depleted and abusedly used in several places, and a care for the poor ones in our midst. So from care of Joseph for the Holy Family, Pope Francis started talking about invitation to care for the earth and to care for the poor. Bishop told you that I come from Ghana. That is the case. And I was born in a mining town. A mining town run by, started with the English because Ghana was colonized by the English. It's a manganese mining town. And so I grew up in a mining setting. And I know how the dynamites tore up the surfaces of the earth to, as it were, disembowel the wealth of the earth. And Ghana used to be called Gold Coast before independence. And that just means that